Okay, I'm gonna pick up where I left off. Okay, we were just talking about the Rainbow Blossom, which is absolutely gorgeous. It does remind me of a watercolor painting, just like, I don't know, it's just beautiful. Okay, and so this is it right here. It's again 100% merino wool, that beautiful yarn. It is a US size 6 knitting needle that you'd want to use, or for crochet, you want to use it says size 7, but it doesn't give an alphabet letters, so I'm kind of confused on why it doesn't do that. Okay, anyways, so that is this beautiful Rainbow Blossom. All right, the other one that was on sale, like I said, there's a lot, so sit down, get ready. Okay, so there's another one that was on sale, clearance sale. This is one called Floral Frenzy, and I guess I can see that. It's got some pretty green at the bottom, greenish blue, and then it has some just beautiful colors throughout. I've been waiting for these to go on sale. I like the size, the thickness of the yarn is really pretty. Ooh, this one thicker. So you're going to use a size 10 knitting needles and a size J or K crochet hook, okay? And this one is 100% merino wool, and we're moving on to the next one. This one my daughter picked out, Chloe. She's also a knitter and crocheter in training, okay? She's made a couple of items, and she wants to show them to you a little bit later. We're going to go over all the hand-dyed yarns first, and then she's going to show you exactly what she has made because she's real proud of it. All right, so this one right here is a little bit thinner, and it is very similar to what was on clearance last year. If you got the clearance hand-dyed yarn last year, but it's you're going to use a size 2.5 for your US, and then for knitting, and then a C hook for crochet is the size. So it's smaller, and it is Techno Tribe is what it's called, and it's like black with all these fun colors throughout. And what did you want to make? You wanted fingerless gloves. That's what Chloe held this up at the store. She was like, Mom, I want fingerless gloves with this. I was like, put in the cart. Let's go ahead and make that for you. And so that's what this will turn into. So hopefully you'll see some pictures of that happening. All right, the next one is Opal Violet. And again, it has the same specs as the last one I just read, 2.5 in C hook. But this one is it's not as bright as this one. It's got lots of purple, you got greens, and it looks like flowers. Yeah, I'm trying to think of that Monet painting with the little ballerina. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's what this yarn reminds me of. It has that kind of like tone to it. Anyways, that's what it reminds me of. All right, the next one that we're going to talk about is the Violet Night. So this one is absolutely beautiful, and it's much softer than the others. I don't know. Let me see. Ooh, it's baby alpaca. That's why it's so soft. When I touched it, I was like, ooh. I mean, merino. First of all, merino. Yeah, this one's super washed. But this one is baby alpaca, and that explains why it's so soft. It is very, very soft. And it says you use a size 4 for knitting. I don't know. I think you could probably go up just because of how fluffy it is. And then it says size 6 for your crochet hook. Oh, I don't know. This is really pretty. So, but it is much thicker than what I don't know, maybe a size 4, yeah. But I think you could probably push it to a 5 or 6 for a knitting. I'm still kind of getting used to the crochet stuff, but this is beautiful. Feels absolutely, I mean, light as a cloud, light as a feather. It's beautiful. Absolutely pretty. I love the colors. And it has like pinks and yellows. I'm drawn to that yellow in it because some parts of it is like really, really bright, and then others are like muted. Okay. All right. So enough with that baby alpaca. I was super surprised that that's what that was. All right. This one's another superwash merino. It is very similar in the way it feels to the one I showed you right here. What was this one called? Floral Frenzy. It's very similar to Floral Frenzy. So it must be kind of the same, but this one's called, Oh, this one's Rainbow Blossom. I've already talked about this one. It's sometimes hard for me to see because these are the same, but they are definitely different. But that's what you get when you have hand-dyed yarns, I guess. This must be from a different dye lot. This one's 7-3. No, it says it's from the same dye lot. I mean, I still think it's beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, it says the exact same dye lot number. It's still beautiful, but this one, the pink is much brighter than this one. So I don't know. I'd probably use them both at the same time, like interchanging them as I go through it if I'm knitting. All right, the next one that we are going to look at is Meadow Majestic. I think it would probably be better if it said Majestic Meadow. That one's kind of hard. I don't know. I don't like the Meadow Majestic. I don't know why. This one's beautiful yarn, though. It's absolutely beautiful. It is very similar to the last two that I just showed you. It's very thick. The US 10. So, and then this one says you could use a size K. So I'm trying to look and see. Yeah, it's very similar to the Floral Frenzy one. Okay. All right. Now the next one that we're going to look at, this one is very similar. The way it feels is very similar to the ones that they clearance out last year. But I was waiting for this one because I like the speckles in it, and I might actually try another Hobby Lobby to see if I can find another one because I like the little speckles of this one. But like I said, it's very similar to the ones last year if you were able to get those on clearance. And this is Ashen Mist, I guess. Maybe I'm saying that wrong. But this is a much thinner yarn. 2.5 is the knitting size, and then size C crochet hook. I don't know. Last year when I bought this, I held them double and made a garment with them, and I made a sweater for my daughter, and then also I made some shawls. I'm making right now. Actually, Chloe, do you want to grab the bucket that's right over there? I'm making right now one of those crocheted like granny squares. So this is what I got last year, is this, and that's what this feels like. And I think it's probably like the same yarn used, but it just feels like that. But right now I'm making one of those granny square like cardigans. I've been wanting to try that, so that's what I've started with, that yarn from last year, and I'm working on it right now, and that's what's in one of my buckets that I'm working on. Okay, so that is all the like fancy hand-dyed yarns. Look at all of this, you guys. Oop. Oh, I keep dropping it. Okay, hold on. All right, so this is all the fancy hand-dyed yarn. Now there are some other yarns that are one color, and they're just so beautiful. So I'm going to show you those, and they fall under the hand-dyed category, but they don't have like a bunch of they don't have a bunch of colors all up in it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with that. So this one is lime, and it's like a nice lime green kind of color, but it looks more yellowish than lime. But next to the yellow, it does look like it is lime. I guess the lighting, I don't know.
It's more of like a green.
L is for lemon, is the other one. And both of these are superwash merino wool. And then also there's this kind of like, I got a little set. Bright turquoise. I don't know how to say that, and I'm not going to say it. But this is like the bluish one. And then we've got another one. Oh, magenta. This one's really pretty as well. Hand-dyed yarn as well. And another superwash. So all of these. And then I've got a pink one as well. And the pink one is Flamingos in Flight. I feel like they had a thing for like the flamingo theme at Hobby Lobby. Because last year was like, I don't remember. There was another flamingo one that I got on clearance last year. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cute. But anyway, so I keep hearing the word flamingo at Hobby Lobby. So these are the 5 different hand-dyed, but they were like mainly just one color. And they're gorgeous. They're superwash merino wool, and all of them have US size 6, which I like. I like the thicker yarns. They're easier to work with sometimes, and you knit it up quicker. or crochet. I feel like these would be better knitted just because of how thick they are, because when you crochet, your items are already turning into thick and it eats up yarn a little bit quicker. That's what I've noticed about the difference between crocheting and knitting. That yarn gets eaten up really quick with that crochet, but with knitting you can knit it a lot, like the garment or the item is much flatter, and it gets to whatever you want it to be. All right, so that is the hand-dyed yarns. There were a lot more. I'm going to tell you, I left some, and it was very hard for me to do that because I like that yarn, and it was super hard for me to do that. It was really hard, wasn't it, Chloe? It was so hard for me to just go out of the store. Okay, I'm leaving you behind, but I picked out what I thought I liked the best, and I'm thinking in my head, oh my gosh, I should have gotten that one instead of this one, but I was trying to stay within a certain budget, and I did. Yes, I did. Okay, so that was the hand-dyed yarns. I'm going to go ahead and stop my video, and I'm going to go over in another video on some of the other cotton yarns that I got at the Hobby Lobby clearance sale 2022. See you later. Let me know, like, subscribe, and show me what you got. Show us what you got, okay?
Click the like button.
Yes, click that like button. You know you want to.